Hello everybody and welcome back to Wild Thing Yoga. My name is Mackenzie and I'll be your teacher today on this 20-minute intermediate flow with blocks. So this class is going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit challenging, so don't get too hard on yourself. We're going to be using our blocks to add some weight to our arms and to our belly muscles while we go through some of the poses. I really hope you enjoyed this class. If you need to pause now to grab your blocks, your mat, and a water, we'll get started when you get back. Okay, so you can take your two blocks and place them over towards the top of your mat. We're not going to need them until a couple minutes into the practice. To begin, we're going to start in a child's pose. The booty sits back onto the heels, the arms stretch out in front. Taking a deep inhale in through the nose, and then exhaling, sighing out through the mouth. One more deep breath in through the nose, and another exhale, sighing out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose, and this time exhaling through the nose, but keeping that gentle sighing in the throat. Beginning our Ujjayi breath as we start our practice. Inhaling, lifting the body up to tabletop. Dropping the belly, shining the heart forward. Exhaling, rounding the spine, tucking the chin towards the chest. Inhaling, dropping the belly, shining the heart forward, cow pose. Exhaling, rounding the spine, tucking the chin towards our chest. Inhaling, dropping the belly, shining the heart. Exhaling, rounding the spine, chin tucks towards chest. Inhaling to a neutral, flat back. Exhaling, sending the right leg out behind you, coming onto the left fingertips, really drawing the belly to the spine, maybe sending the left arm out in front. Exhaling, tapping the knee towards the elbow. Inhaling to extend. Exhaling, crunching it in, tapping knee towards elbow. Inhaling to extend. Exhaling to tap knee towards elbow. Inhaling to extend. And then placing the left hand down, opening the right arm up, right hip up, coming into a modified side plank. Exhaling, stepping the foot to the top of the mat. Inhaling, lifting the chest up in your low lunge. Really pushing the hips forward and down, sinking into the hip flexor. Interlacing the fingers, placing them on top of the right knee, using them as a guide to press the knee forward and sink the hips down. On your exhale, framing your foot, shifting the weight back so the booty's over the knee, extending through the front leg, half Hanuman. Runner's lunge, stretching out through the hamstrings and the calf muscle. Inhaling, back forward, low lunge. Exhaling, tucking underneath the toes, stepping back to your plank pose, and then lowering down in one straight line all the way to the belly. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhaling, tucking under the toes, coming back to a downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out the feet, walk out your dog. On the next inhale, we're going to drop the booty down to the heels for a child's pose. Inhaling, rounding up to neutral. Dropping the belly, shining the heart forward, cow pose. Exhaling, rounding the spine, tucking the chin towards the chest. Inhaling, dropping the belly, shining the heart forward. Exhaling, rounding the spine, tucking the chin towards the chest. Inhaling, dropping the belly, shining the heart forward. Exhaling, rounding the spine, chin towards chest. And then inhaling to a neutral flat back. Exhaling, the left foot out behind you, drawing the belly button nice and in, tailbone tucked, and the right arm can extend out in front. Exhaling, knee to elbow. Inhaling to extend. Exhaling the knee towards the elbow, inhaling to extend. Exhaling knee towards elbow, inhaling extend. Exhaling knee towards elbow, inhaling to extend. And then placing the right hand down, opening up the left hip, left shoulder, modified side plank. Inhaling, stepping the left foot towards the front of the mat. Exhaling, grounding down, and inhaling, lifting the chest, sinking the hips forward and down. Maybe taking a slight back bend. Then exhaling, interlacing the hand, placing them on the knee to encourage the knee moving forward, hips sinking down in our low lunge, opening up in the right hip flexors here. And on the exhale, framing the foot, shifting the booty back over the knee, straightening out through the left leg, stretching through the left hamstrings and calf. Staying with your breath, inhaling forward to low lunge, exhaling, tucking underneath the toes, stepping back, lowering down in one straight line on your exhale down to the belly. Inhaling, lifting the chest. Exhaling back, downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet, take a generous bend in the knees, and then straighten them out, downward facing dog. Taking a generous bend in the knees, belly rest on top of the thighs, then bring yourself forward to a plank pose. Exhaling back, down dog squat. Inhaling forward to plank pose. Exhaling back, down dog squat. Inhaling forward to plank pose. Exhaling back, down dog squat. Inhaling forward to plank pose. Exhaling back, down dog squat, knees hover, and then straightening out through the legs, downward facing dog. Inhaling, lifting the right leg. Exhaling, stepping it in between the hands. Left knee drops down. Inhale, lifts the chest, low lunge. So we're going to grab onto our blocks. Make sure you have a tight grip on them. We're going to lift them up over the head. Then inhale them out in front of the chest. Exhaling, straightening out through the right leg, tapping the blocks behind the back. It's okay if you wiggle and wobble. It helps to tuck underneath the left toes. Coming back forward to low lunge. Reaching the blocks up towards the sky. Inhaling, dropping them in front of the chest. Exhaling, tapping the blocks behind the back, straightening out through the right leg. Inhaling forward, low lunge. Exhaling, lifting the blocks up overhead. Inhaling the blocks forward. Exhaling, runner's lunge, blocks tap behind the back. Inhaling, bringing it forward. Exhaling, lifting the blocks overhead. Inhaling, blocks to the front. Exhaling, straightening out through the right leg, tapping the blocks behind. Inhaling back through center. Exhaling, lift. Inhaling, blocks through center. Exhaling, tapping the blocks behind you, straightening out through that right leg. Inhaling, blocks through center, low lunge. Exhaling, lifting the blocks. Inhaling, placing the blocks on either side of your feet. Left hand grounds down on the inside of the right foot. Right arm reaches up in our twisted dragonfly. Stepping back to a modified side plank for one. That's option one. Inhaling, low lunge. Exhaling, planting the hands, twisted dragonfly, stepping back to full plank, side plank. Option 2, high lunge. Exhaling, grounding the hands down, twisted dragonfly, side plank, bringing the knee up into tree pose. Coming back, high lunge is option 3. We're going to take one more, choose your own adventure, stepping back, side plank. And then exhaling, stepping the foot forward. Inhaling, lifting the chest, high lunge. Exhaling, planting the hands down onto the mat, stepping back, lowering down through chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. And exhaling back, downward facing dog. Taking a moment to breathe in your downward facing dog. Then inhaling, lifting the left leg up. Exhaling, stepping it in between the hands. Right knee grounds down for our block series. Taking the blocks in your hands, tucking underneath the back toes for stability. Inhaling, lifting the blocks up, pausing for the exhale, inhaling them in front, exhaling, tapping the blocks behind you, straightening through the left leg. Inhaling forward, low lunge, exhaling, lift, inhaling blocks through center, exhaling, tapping them back, straightening out through the left leg. Inhaling through center, exhaling, lift, inhaling through center, low lunge, exhaling it back, half Hanuman blocks tap behind you. Inhaling forward, low lunge, exhaling, lift, inhaling forward, exhaling, blocks tap behind you, runner's lunge, inhaling forward, low lunge, exhaling, lift, inhaling the blocks forward, exhaling, tapping them behind you, inhaling forward, exhaling, lift, and then placing the blocks out to either side, tucking under the toes, lifting the right knee, twisted dragonfly. Lowering the back knee, stepping back to modified side plank is option 1. Inhaling it forward to low lunge, option 1 here. Exhaling, stepping back to full side plank, option 2, high lunge. Exhaling, stepping back, side plank with the triangle option is option 3. Inhaling it forward, lifting the chest up, high lunge. Exhaling, one more, stepping back to your version of side plank, and then stepping forward, lifting the chest up, high lunge. Exhaling, framing the foot, stepping back to your plank pose, lowering down, chaturanga, inhaling upward facing dog, and exhaling back, downward facing dog. Pausing to breathe in your downward facing dog. Coming back to the breath. And then shifting the weight forward, sitting back into a child's pose. The booty rests on the heels, the arms stretch out in front. We're going to move on to a little bit of ab work. So rolling the self up, sitting over onto the booty, and grabbing one of your blocks. So we're going to lay down onto our backs. The block extends overhead. We're going to pass our block from our hands to our feet on the inhales and extend out on our exhales. Inhaling to pass the block, exhaling to extend, that was 1, and pass. Grab, extend for 2, pass, extend for 3, extend, grab, this is 4, grabbing and extending, passing it over, extending for 5, we're halfway done. I know this shakes. I have the wobbles too, passing and extending at your own pace with your breath. If you're not moving as quickly as I am, that's fine. Extending the block overhead, inhaling, passing it, exhaling, extending, inhaling to pass, exhaling to extend, inhaling to pass, exhaling to expand, keeping engagement in the belly. Belly button draws to the spine the whole time. Inhaling, passing it to the feet, exhaling, extend, inhaling, passing to the hands, exhale, extend. Few more, extending through the legs, inhaling, pulling the knees in towards the chest. Whew, that was a hard one. If you guys aren't sweating yet, I don't know what will make you sweat, because I was pretty sweaty at this point in this practice. Releasing the feet. We're going to place the block in between our feet. Once more, really squeeze the feet in towards the blocks, feeling the engagement in the inner thighs. Hands come behind the ears, and we're just going to crunch it up for 1. Exhale, release. Inhaling, 2. Exhaling down. Inhaling up, 3. Exhaling down. Inhaling up for 4. Exhaling down. Inhaling up for 5. Exhaling down. Inhaling up for 6. Exhaling down. Inhaling up for 7. Exhaling down. Inhaling up for 8. Exhaling down 2 more. Inhaling up 9. Exhaling down. Inhaling up 10. Hold it, squeeze it, and now drop the legs for 1. Inhaling lift. Exhaling lower, really squeeze into the block. Inhaling lift. Exhaling lower. Inhaling lift. You don't want to lower your legs to the point where your back is lifting up off the ground, so only lower to the point where your body stays. Inhaling lift. You should be around 7. Exhaling lower. Inhaling lift. Exhaling lower. Inhaling lift. Exhaling to lower the block. Inhaling to lift the legs. Few more. Exhaling, lower the block. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, lower, keeping the shoulders lifted off the ground. Inhaling, lift. Exhaling, lower. Inhaling, lift. And then catching your block, hugging the knees back in. Maybe moving the lower body in circles, releasing out. That was a lot of ab work in a short amount of time. So hugging the right knee in towards the chest, sending the left leg down the length of the mat. And then taking hold of the pinky toe edge of the foot. The knee is going to come on the outside of the elbow for a half happy baby. You're going to then take it over to the left for a reclining spinal twist, a little dynamic movement back to happy baby, drawing the knee towards the armpit. And then back over to the left and reclining spinal twist. Inhaling back, half happy baby, drawing the knee towards the armpit. Staying here, breathing, feeling that nice stretch. And then exhaling over towards the left, reclining spinal twist. Allowing your breath to come back, your body to relax. Inhaling back through center, hugging both knees in towards the chest, sending the right leg down the length of the mat, grabbing hold of the pinky toe edge of the left foot, grounding down into the right hip for a half happy baby, and then exhaling over to the right, reclining spinal twist. Inhaling back, half happy baby, knee draws towards armpit. Exhaling, reclining spinal twist. Inhaling, half happy baby, really pulling that hip, knee into the armpit, and then exhaling, reclining spinal twist. And inhaling back, half happy baby. Exhaling over, reclining spinal twist. Inhaling back, half happy baby. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Really draw the knee into the armpit. Staying with your breath. Then exhaling, twisting over towards the right in a reclining spinal twist. Inhaling back through center, pulling both knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a hug before taking a full happy baby, maybe rocking it side to side, maybe sitting in stillness enjoying the stretch. And then when you're ready, releasing your body down into your final resting pose, Savasana. When you're ready, maybe reaching the arms up overhead in a full body stretch. And then rolling over onto one side using your arms as a pillow. Before coming to find a comfortable seated position on your mat. Inhaling, bringing the hands to heart center. Lifting them up to the space before the eyebrows, remembering to have kind and loving thoughts. Lowering down to the space in front of the mouth, remembering to speak kind and loving words. And then lowering them back towards heart center, remembering to have kind and loving intentions. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this fun creative block sequence. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell so that you stay updated on all things Wild Thing. We'll be releasing new content every Sunday, so you're really not going to want to miss out. Click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I hope to see you back practicing with me again soon. Namaste.